and we fighting mamas and we fighting mamas. You will never be a baddie. You're not a bad girl. You're not polished enough to be a bad girl. You're just a violent hood rat. These hands do not discriminate. These hands is pansexual, okay? Anybody can get it. This video. I am your host, Miss Mama Medusa, and this is the Medusa Show. Listen, I know y'all want to cuss me out. I know I done fell off. I haven't touched bases with y'all in a month. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. Life got the life in. I've been trying to like jump in, and every time I try to jump in, the moment is just not right, but I'm here now, okay? And I definitely will be reviewing the reunion, but let's just get right on to it. I know it got a lot of catching up to do, Hanny. Let me just say this before we get started. I'm Team Ahna. When it comes to this situation with Mariah Lynn, I don't give a fuck who you are. Man, woman, well, not man, but I don't care how old you are. I don't care what the situation is. You could be a grown-ass adult. You could be a child. You put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands right the fuck back on you, okay? These hands do not discriminate. These hands is pansexual, okay? Anybody can get it. And that's just how I feel about it. And then, like, the fact that, like, Mariah Lynn is over here talking about, well, I don't really care what the situation is. She should have walked away. I really hate people like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like I really hate one of them, you know, well, that's still my mom at the end of the day. Now granted, I get it, that's your mom, and obviously you have to show loyalty to your mother. Obviously you're not gonna be, you know, you're not gonna let somebody disrespect your mom, but at the same time, like, if your mom is dead ass wrong, I was gonna say, I feel like some of y'all are so used to, like, you know, excusing abusive behavior and bad behavior from your parents that you expect for everybody to do the same thing, and that's just not how that works. So that's just that on that. I have more to say, but I'm gonna leave it alone until we get to the final. I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. Next, we have Callie and Ahna, and they're pretty much talking about the whole situation. Side note, what is going on with Ahna and these wigs? These, you know, Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody wigs, these Afro textured wigs, like, Ahna, like, I don't know, it's giving cultural appropriation. I don't like Ahna with these Afro textured wigs. I think that she looks silly, and I just feel like it's giving blackfishing. Like, I don't remember, Ahna, aren't you are a Puerto Rican, you are a Latin mommy, if I'm not mistaken. You're not black, are you? Like, we know you're not white, but I'm pretty sure you're not black either, so I'm not understanding why you're wearing Afro textured wigs. Next scene, we have Rolly, Scotty, Meatball, and Tinkerbella. Okay, I gotta make some changes. I officially am a Tinkerbella stan. I stand for Tinkerbella. She's one of my favorites. She's starting to grow on me. I was a little, you know, I was a little hesitant in the beginning, but I do like her. She's very funny. She's a bad girl. She's a baddie. She's very entertaining. And Meatball is jealous. And Meatball is a jealous hoe. You over here sitting and sulking, looking like a goddamn undercooked meatloaf. Meatball, let me get you together all the way real quick. Let me just get you together real quick. Meatball, you will never be a baddie. You're not a bad girl. You're not polished enough to be a bad girl. And it's not even because, like, you know, it's not even because, like, you know, you're ugly or anything. You're not ugly, but you just don't have the it factor that is needed to be a bad girl. You're just not. Honestly, the only reason they casted you on this show is because of your following and because you can fight. But that's not all that's needed to be a bad girl. You have to be pretty. You gotta be, there's a lot of things that's multifaceted with being a bad bitch, and you're just not it. You're just a violent hood rat. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. I try not to call black women that, but honestly, I would use anyways. But that's just really what it is. And Zeus brought you onto this network to exploit you. And I don't even understand how Tinkerbella and Meatball are related. Honestly, Tinker, you kind of get the side eye because you got your sister out here looking crazy. Like, how are you all glammed up, face beat, hair done, heels, all of that, lashes down to the nines. And then you got your sister out here in a dingy ass t-shirt in the club, looking like she stink. Like, meatball, be for real. Like, I don't know why you getting upset with Stinkabella, Tinkabella. Like, you mad at the wrong person. Like, step your cookies up and stop being a jealous ass hater. And then we talk about this whole situation with Rolly jumping into the fight with Gretchen. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, Rolly, I feel like you fought Gretchen for no reason. I really do feel like a lot of, like, don't get me wrong, I don't like Gretchen. She deserves a lot of the smoke that she's getting. But let's be for real, like, a lot of y'all be jumping into these fights for no fucking reason. Like, same thing with Daya, same thing with Scotty. Speaking of which, Scotty, you a weak, see, going back to what I said about Scotty, Scotty is a weak ass bitch. You literally fought Gretchen for no fucking reason because Natalie put the battery in your back and instructed you to do so, and then you be getting mad when people call you a lap dog. Well, what, how else are we supposed to describe your behavior, Scotland? Like, why don't you like be yourself, be who you are? You're a non-confrontational person, so why do you keep on inserting yourself into conflict? Weren't you the main one trying to be the mediator when the bitch was calling when she was calling Jayla and all the black women? Weren't you the main one trying to check up on her? Now you want to fight her? You a bitch. Scotty, I have no respect for her. I have no respect for that hoe. The scene starts off with Tashiki and Mariah, and they're pretty much sitting around talking about the same shit that they were talking about 2 scenes ago. And basically, Tashiki, I'm on Tashiki's side. Like, I appreciate the way Tashiki handled it. Basically, Tashiki called Mariah out for being a liar and was pretty much asking her, like, okay, so what would you do if you was in Ahna's shoes and somebody's mother put their hands on you? Like, what would you do? What did you expect Ahna to do? And Mariah Lynn's old lying ass, she gonna say, oh, I would have fell back and I would have took it up with Ahna and this, that, and the third. Like, pretty much saying that she would have walked away and, you know, de-escalate the situation. Again, I'm not sure how you're supposed to de-escalate the situation when somebody is hitting you multiple times and fucking taking your phone out your hand and throwing it across the room and carrying on. And isn't Mariah's mom a big bitch too? Ain't she like 3 times on the size? And you got your aunt on the side too? Like, be fucking for real. Like, and like, it's just honestly, like, this shit honestly triggers me. Like, I really just hate when people like it kind of reminds me of like Candy Burris from Housewives of Atlanta. Like, the way she was with her mama Joyce and oh, don't talk about my motherfucking mama, bitch, fuck you and your mother. The fuck, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not one of them. I'm just not one of them. I'm not about to sit here and excuse bad behavior just because based on my relationship with you. I don't give a fuck if you my mom, dad, brother, cousin, even my husband. Like, now don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not about to call my husband out in a public space. We're gonna still maintain a united front when we're in public, but best believe when we get behind closed doors, when we get in this motherfucking car, I'm gonna tell him about himself and vice versa, because wrong is wrong. I'm not about to just sit there and defend bad behavior just because of my relationship with you. I think that shit is whack and weak as fuck. Okay, so I'm just not with that shit. I'm not. I hate people like that. Like, oh, like, and then honestly, it's giving emotional incest. Like, oh, don't say nothing about my mom. Like, girl, fuck your mom. Tell your mom to watch her mouth and nobody will say anything about her. And I'm so glad that Tashiki was like, you know, Mariah was like, well, what if it was your mom? Tashiki said, bitch, my mom would never be in that sort of situation, and I agree. My Medusa's mom is a Southern belle. My mother would never be in the same room with a baddie, nothing. My mom would never be in a situation where somebody would put their hands on her. She's just not cut from that cloth. But your hood rat of a mother is Mariah Lynn, and that's exactly why she got her ass whooped. Like, honestly, like, your mom is too, she's an elder, so she needs to conduct herself like an elder. And she needs to be held accountable like a fucking elder. In order to be, okay, that's what comes, in order to be, you want the honor that comes with being an elder, you have to be honorable. Okay? That's an African proverb. Look it up. So, f Mariah and her crackhead ass mama. And that's how I feel about that. So, Ahna comes downstairs and Mariah automatically gets up and starts to square up or whatever. Biggie, Big Biggie, I'm really ready for you to just go ahead. Like, the shit that you do for camera time is so sad. It's so pathetic. Biggie over here doing the fucking most, picking up Ahna and protecting her. Like, you know that they're here to squabble. Let them fight. Like, why? Biggie is such a whack-ass, weak-ass bitch. I have no respect for her. And I hate that she won most valuable MVB or whatever. Bitch, the only reason why you won that is out of pity and sympathy. We was voting for you. We was rooting for you because you was the underdog. But now you smelling yourself. And you smell like shit. And we don't you no more, and I just cannot wait for them to snatch that title away from you. Quiet as it's kept, I really think that Tinka's gonna get MVP this season, and rightfully so. You can still tell that Ahna was still trying to be, you know, just the more mature one. She was very calm when communicating to Ahna with Mariah Lynn, and was just pretty much telling her side of the story. She said that Mariah's mom hit her 5 times. I'm not exact. I mean, bitch, you as far as I'm concerned, I feel like Ahna was very diplomatic in that situation, because bitch, that white bitch would have had all of 1 time to put her mother hands on me, and it would have been up and it would have been fucking stuck. But she said that she let you hit her 5 times, and then that's when eventually she took off on her. So, and you could tell that you could tell that the whole situation really hurt her. But anyways, now, here's the thing, right? Ahna's face is still fractured in like, what, 3 different places? Her face is still not completely healed. So, she's like, you know, bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid getting hit on her injured face, because she's not completely healed or whatever. And Mariah is like, why you keep backing up? Why you keep backing up? Well, what the fuck is she supposed to do? Go forward and and hide and fucking plunge forward so that you can hit her in her face? Like, I don't like, Mariah, be fucking for real. Like, so yeah, so even with a fractured face, Ahna still whooped that ass as she should. Now, Ahna, I like you, Ahna. I really do, Ahna. You are one of my favorites. But I'm still mad at you for calling Broly a monkey. I ain't forget about that shit. And then you wearing these Afro textured wigs. You doing blackface. It's giving blackface. So I don't know. I still got a good eye on you, Ahna. But for right now, Ahna is my favorite. Well, she's one of my favorites. She'll never be my favorite because she called a black woman a monkey, and that's just how it is. But she definitely is one of my favorites because the bitch is hilarious. Okay, Ahna is funny as fuck. Like, especially when she was like, and we fighting mamas, and we fighting mamas. Especially when she was clearing Mariah Lynn at the end and was like pretty much eating her up, saying, bitch, you ain't the star of Baddies, you wasn't even the star of Love and Hip Hop. Clocked. Tea and crumpets was served that day. It's like, why the fuck is she even here, honestly? Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so I forgot. I stopped looking at my notes. I feel like Mariah Lynn be jumping into Tashiki's fights just so she can have Tashiki jump into hers. And like, that's all. I don't even think that they're that close. She keep jumping in. She been jumping in the fight since Baddies East. She did it this season. She did it last season. I think she's just doing it just so she can have somebody on her side. And the shit backfired because, as you can see, Tashiki's not with that shit. She's not with the jumping. She's gonna stay, you know, neutral. So yeah. So now I will say that Ahna definitely was antagonizing the situation because she tried to like bring Tashiki into it. She's like, yeah, you over here sucking Tashiki's dick. You think you over here thinking that y'all Michael and Jordan? I think she meant like Kobe and Shaq. I'm not sure, but I mean, but is she wrong? No lies was told, bitch. Like, you're whack as fuck. Like, anyways, I'm sorry. This shit is getting lengthy. But yeah, so they get to going back and forth. Tashiki, Ahna tries to get Tashiki involved. Mariah Lynn gets mad. She's like, oh, Seki, you not saying nothing? No, she's not saying nothing. You a grown-ass woman. It's one-on-one. Why do you need somebody to defend you? Like, you and Ahna is a fair fight. Y'all the same size. Ahna is fucked up. Ahna has her face messed up. Her face is injured. Her finger is injured. She told you she didn't want to fight you, and you still getting your ass whooped. Why do you need Tashiki to come and jump in for you? Like, bitch, you can't fight. You can't fight, and your mama can't fight. And that's exactly why y'all sitting over there looking upset, looking mad. Like, anyways, child, I'm trying to think. Did anything else happen? Ahna calls Mariah. Excuse me. So they go back and forth. Ahna calls Mariah a weak-ass, whack-ass white bitch, which she is. Says that she wasn't even a boss on Love and Hip Hop. Mariah Lynn says that Ahna for everything that she has, which allegedly she does. I mean, that's what the people say. The people, you know, Stunner Girl done dropped them teas about how she's, you know, hotel surfing. You know, every time we see you, you are in a hotel. So, yeah, and that was really that. And then at the end, Callie dumbass, I don't know, I'm not sure if at the end Mariah Lynn was like packing up her stuff and she was mad. I guess she's mad. Girl, Mariah's just mad. She can scratch her ass and get glad as far as we're concerned. She mad because Biggie was in the corner you know, hyping up Ahna, talking about some get her cousin. Then dumbass Callie was like, oh well, when she said get her cousin, she meant stop. Callie, I'm not sure if it's the short yellow bus that you drove on. I'm not sure if you're drunk. I'm not sure if, like, I just think that you're just an unintelligent woman, and I think that your parents have failed you. It's so sad. They say that Blueface was like the smart one of the three of y'all, and that says a lot. But that's all I got. Y'all let me know if y'all enjoyed this review. I'm getting back in the swing of things, y'all. I had fun talking to y'all. I do apologize that I've been, you know, MIA. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all agree with, what y'all disagree with, and I will be back for some more. Deuces. Bye, y'all.